Understanding mandatory road signs, a guide to safer roads. Mandatory road signs are crucial for ensuring safety and order on the roads. They instruct drivers on what they must do. Ignoring these signs can lead to accidents or penalties. Let's dive in. First up, the stop sign. This red octagon signals that you must bring your vehicle to a complete halt before proceeding. It's commonly found at intersections or pedestrian crossings. The give way sign tells drivers to slow down and yield to traffic on the main road. Always check both sides before proceeding. This is the no entry sign. It prohibits entry into a particular area, usually one-way streets or restricted zones. Next, the speed limit sign specifies the maximum speed you are allowed to drive. Stay within the limit to ensure safety for everyone on the road. The no parking sign indicates areas where parking is prohibited. Violating this could result in fines or your vehicle being towed. The U-turn prohibited sign restricts vehicles from making U-turns in the specified area. Obey this to avoid collisions or disruptions. Let's look at signs that restrict vehicle movements. This circular sign with a white background and a red border indicates that vehicles are not allowed to enter a one-way street from this side. This sign means vehicles are prohibited from entering or exiting a particular road from either direction. It is often placed at restricted zones. A white circle with a red border indicates that all motorized vehicles are not allowed beyond this point. This sign specifically prohibits trucks or heavy goods vehicles from entering certain areas, often to avoid congestion or protect fragile roads. Next, we have signs for animal-drawn vehicles. This sign restricts the entry of bullock carts and hand carts, ensuring smoother traffic flow in urban or busy areas. A specific prohibition sign for horse-drawn carriages or tongas, commonly used in some rural areas. The bullock carts prohibited sign is dedicated solely to bullock carts, restricting their movement in certain zones. Hand carts, often used for carrying goods manually, are restricted by this sign to avoid slowing down traffic. Some signs address restrictions for non-motorized vehicles and pedestrians. The Cycles Prohibited sign disallows bicycles on specific roads, often highways or expressways. This sign ensures pedestrian safety by keeping them off roads meant for fast-moving vehicles. Now, let's look at signs that regulate turning and overtaking. This sign forbids vehicles from making a left turn at the junction ahead. Similarly, this sign restricts right turns to prevent accidents or traffic conflicts. This sign indicates that overtaking other vehicles is not allowed on the specified stretch of road, ensuring safety in narrow or busy areas. Some signs ensure behavioral discipline on the road. A red circular sign with a horn crossed out prohibits unnecessary honking, especially in silent zones near schools or hospitals. This sign forbids vehicles from stopping or standing, ensuring the free flow of traffic. Let's look at signs that impose size and weight restrictions. This sign indicates the maximum width allowed for vehicles to pass through. It's critical in narrow passages. Vehicles taller than the limit specified on the sign are restricted, often to avoid damage under low bridges or tunnels. This sign specifies the maximum load capacity allowed for vehicles on certain roads. This sign restricts the load per axle of a vehicle, protecting road surfaces from excessive wear. A sign that indicates the maximum vehicle length allowed on specific routes, ensuring smooth navigation in tight or winding roads. Next, we have signs related to public transport and cycling. This sign indicates a designated area for buses to stop for picking up and dropping off passengers. It's crucial to follow this to maintain traffic order. A circular sign with a cycle symbol indicates a dedicated track for cyclists. Motor vehicles must avoid this lane for the safety of cyclists. This sign, often circular with a diagonal line across it, marks the end of previous restrictions such as speed limits or other prohibitions. This sign mandates a use of the vehicle horn, typically in areas with blind turns or narrow roads to alert oncoming traffic. This sign instructs drivers to turn left at the upcoming junction. Ignoring this sign could lead to a penalty or traffic conflict. Similarly, the sign requires vehicles to turn right at the indicated location. This sign gives drivers two choices: continue straight or take a left turn. You cannot turn right at this junction. This sign allows only two options: move straight or take a right turn. A left turn is prohibited here. This sign indicates that a left turn is mandatory just ahead. Prepare to slow down and take the turn safely. Similarly, this sign means you must take a right turn at the upcoming junction. Plan your move accordingly. This sign directs vehicles to move straight ahead without any turns. It ensures a clear traffic flow in the specified direction. Lastly, the keep left sign instructs drivers to stay on the left side of the road as per Indian traffic regulations. These were just some of the important mandatory road signs. Remember, these signs are not suggestions, they are legal requirements. Understanding and following them helps everyone stay safe. Want to learn more about road signs and safety? Subscribe to our channel for more informative content. Together, let's make our roads safer for everyone.